What's up guys, and welcome back to another JBG fishing video. My name is Josh, and today I'm going to show you guys a little something about my kayak, how to set it up. I've had it since mid-March, so that marks about 3 months. I've taken it out probably around 15 times. So I got somewhat of a rhythm down on how I set it up. So yeah, in this one I'm going to show you guys its features, like more in depth than what I put on it, attachments. But yeah, well, I think that's all that's left to be said, and hope you guys enjoy this epic kayak walkthrough. Alright guys, so this is the kayak when it's naked. I'll show you guys kind of what I do to set it up, and then walk through the modifications and set it up with you guys. So let's get going. Alright guys, so I named this kayak the Blue Thunder, not only because, as you can see, it is blue, but also because it's just really heavy and it has a skeg wheel on it. So basically whenever I roll it, it makes a sound. For example, this clip. But yeah, we got the Blue Thunder all loaded up. This is kind of roughly how I would load it up for a day of fishing, just missing like the poles and some other tackle. So I think we're just gonna start at the bow and work our way down to the stern. So first things first, we got this big meaty handle right here. I like it because it's big and meaty, so that was profound. But when I'm transporting it, this handle is really nice just because it feels good in the hand. It won't give you rope burn or anything because it's pretty hard plastic, nice and durable. So next, there's a big hull compartment. As you can see down there. It runs the length of the kayak, and it came with a big foam block just under the floor right there. Just so if that compartment ever was to be filled with water, the kayak wouldn't sink completely because that foam thing adds a little bit of buoyancy. But yeah, that's kind of why the factory put it in there. Aside from that foam block, there's nothing in there, so you can put pretty much whatever you want in there as long as you're able to get it out, because that's the only access inside of it. There's none in the back. All right, so next we got a 1/4 by 20 screw mount right there. So you can put a GoPro right here, as you can see. That was kind of a deal breaker when buying the kayak. I really wanted it to have kind of a GoPro mount so I wouldn't have to add anything, because I wanted to kind of spend as little money as I could on this. I was on a budget, and yeah, so that was kind of nice that it already had a GoPro mount so I wouldn't have to worry about it. And when I'm not filming on the water, maybe the fishing's slow or something like that, I'll take this speaker. Where did it go? I'll take this speaker that my uncle gave me for Christmas. It's a motorcycle speaker. So it's supposed to go in the center console of a motorcycle, but as you can see, there's a screw mount right there. So it just goes right on there. So to rise my spirits when the fishing's slow, I can just listen to some good old country music with that wireless speaker on that mount. That mount's pretty versatile, it's pretty good. But that being said, let's move on. So the next thing down the kayak are these adjustable foot pegs. They're pretty nice. I think they go out to be a lot longer than I am, but yeah, they accommodate me well. That's pretty much all there is to those. Then we got 2 track mounts, those orange things right there, and then that one right there. So I put a cup holder on here. I can put my drank on there, or I can put any kind of free lures that are in the boat that I don't want to get stepped on or hooked or anything like that. On the other side, I got a rod holder by Yak Attack, I think. It screws right on there and it locks in place, so you don't have to worry about your rod going every which way. Oh, and I forgot to mention you can stand up in this kayak. That's why there's a stand-up strap right here attached to that mount. So if you're sitting down, you can just pull this to be able to stand up. Gives you a little bit of leverage. All right, so next we got this very comfortable seat. I won't lie, I have had to adjust it a little bit on the water. Like, it doesn't stay in place entirely. So that is something to keep in mind if you're thinking about buying this kayak. And I have run into a little bit of problems with this seat. The bottom part of it is fraying, so let me just show you that real quick. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but that white part isn't supposed to be there. That comes out of the fabric. So that would be another thing to keep in mind if you're thinking about buying this kayak. Just be wary about like the fraying, and then you could probably contact the manufacturer, which is Lifetime. I haven't done that yet, but I probably will. That's only like 3 months of use, and I didn't use it for the first couple weeks, so it's really less than that. But yeah, it's one of the probably few cons about this boat, and it's not even about the kayak, it's just the chair. But anyway, the next thing we got on the list of going through the kayak is the anchor trolley, which a couple weeks ago I drilled and screwed in with a screwdriver using marine goop to seal everything. So this is it. There's a pulley there, one of those holders there, a mini zigzag cleat there, the O-ring, another paracord holder, and another pulley. So as you can see, it runs the length of the kayak, and that just allows me to position myself wherever I need to. If the waves are going a certain way, I can make the anchor go to either the bow or the stern or in the middle if I need to. It just kind of eliminates having to drop the anchor right off the side and falling victim to the waves and where they position you, and because then you can't really control anything about your position. I'll leave a link down in the description below to, I think it's Vibe Kayak's channel. They have a tutorial video on how to put anchor trolley on your kayak. My anchor trolley brand actually was Vibe Kayak, so I just thought that'd be kind of the best place to go. Next, we got 2 more handles, one right there and one over there. Nice and sturdy as well. Moving on, we got 2 rod holders. They're flush mounted. So right now I can put 1 in the front and 2 right here, which is all I really need for day trip for fishing. I don't need like 5-6 rods. If I ever go on like river floats, then I'll probably bring more in the hull, or I'll put some rod holders on the bucket, which I'm about to show you. And on those rod holders, I got these leashes with a clip. And that just helps me make sure that rods don't fall in the water if a big wave hits me. Or if I'm like scrambling around the kayak trying to get a fish, I don't have to worry about rods falling in the water. So next up, we got this Home Depot bucket. I just used orange because it kind of matches the orange aesthetic. As you can see down the kayak, it's kind of blue and orange. But yeah, I could have gone with a milk crate, but I was on a budget and I already had the Home Depot bucket here. So I was like, well, it works fine, so I might as well not waste any more money. I got this little mesh holder that usually goes in between car seats, and I got it off my mom's Ford because she didn't want it. So I just put it there to put any terminal tackle or things I need. Like here are some hooks, Texas rig and Carolina rig stuff, and then pliers and nail clippers. So I just put whatever I really need on hand in the kayak so I can just lean back from the seat and reach into there. That's kind of another assorted items little junk drawer thing. But yeah, that comes in really helpful because sometimes I'll throw my phone back there or pretty much whatever I need to put away really fast. I'm too lazy to open the bucket. So speaking of the bucket, this is what we got going right there. I got this plano bucket top for the bucket. So you can open it like this, and it's basically a tackle box inside there. So it's really convenient to just open those and close them and put whatever you need in there. So then going inside the bucket, let me just take this top off real quick. Once inside, we got tackle boxes right there. That's not all the tackle I brought with me. I just kind of threw some boxes in there just to kind of demonstrate for you. So coming down to the end of the kayak, we got my fishing bag, which is a spider wire. I usually take it bank fishing. I've had it for years, but yeah, when I go on long day trips, I take the fishing bag just to get more space and more tackle if I ever need it. So yeah, just to make sure I don't lose the bag when a big waves comes or something, I chain it right here with one of those leashes again. And I have those leashes for both rod holders and pretty much whatever I need to keep track of on the kayak. One more thing I forgot to mention is that it has paddle holders for both sides of the kayak. So if you're fishing, you don't want to keep track of your paddle all the time. It has these little bungee things right there. And it's got one on the other side right here. So last but not least, this next little thing is actually what gave my kayak its name. The skeg wheel helps me drag it around, and when I drag it around, it sounds like thunder rolling. But anyway, the skeg wheel actually helped me because it saved me money on a kayak cart, which is another pro about this kayak when I was buying it. So here's the skeg wheel. Helps with transportation. But yeah, guys, all in all, this is a great kayak. I've wanted to make this video pretty much ever since I got it, but it was only a matter of time because I had to get kind of set in a rhythm of setting it up every time I went out, making it how I want it, kind of getting settled into the kayak. Yeah, guys, that's kind of just my add-ons and modifications to this kayak to make it my own, make it original, make it a fishing machine. I want you to know you guys are free to use any of these ideas or things I told you guys in this video. And if you want to get this kayak, I guess my channel would be a good like reference point. I've caught a lot of fish in it, and I hope that number just keeps going up. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little walkthrough video. So if you guys want to revisit my channel in the future, there will be more videos of me fishing in it, and I predict some biggins. But yeah, guys, I know this video's kind of been all over the place with me like jumping around the kayak and stuff, but that's kind of just the way she goes on my channel. So if you guys like what you see or any of my other videos, I encourage you to subscribe, because what YouTuber doesn't? But yeah, if you guys want to see me again, all you gotta do is hit that red button. But that's entirely up to you guys. I'm not gonna beg or anything. I'm just saying, consider. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. Hopefully that number will grow in the future. And this has been another JPG fishing video. I hope you guys like my kayak walkthrough. So I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. I'm out.